Hi, this is Cindy Casita, my Florida Coastal team, and welcome to our channel, A Day in the Life of a Real Estate Agent. My goal is to always show you the nuts and bolts of being a realtor and not just the fluff. So I want to talk to you about getting your license. Hallelujah, you've decided to get your license. Now I did take some notes to make sure I cover everything. The one thing about real estate is you meet the coolest people that you probably wouldn't meet in your normal walking around life. I have met corporate CEOs, doctors, lawyers, comedians, you name it, we've met it. And we love our buyers and our sellers. Sad thing about sellers, if they're moving out of town, you kind of lose a friend, and that's sad. But the new buyers coming in town, they're a new friend to have and great people to go out to dinner with, socialize with, or you can put them in the I'll never talk to them again category. And we'll talk about that later. So you've decided to get your license. Now there are different ways of going about getting your license. And while you're getting your license, you need to think about your brokerage. But we're going to start with getting your license. I was new to Florida when we decided to become realtors down here. It's my husband and I. He's our tech guru. The licensing part can be done online or can be done in person. And I was a little nervous about online learning. I really need examples sometimes. So I chose to go the route of doing it in person. I went Tuesdays and Thursday nights. It took about a month. But it was kind of fun because it was a realtor broker that taught it. So he would give us real life experiences and stories that kind of help solidify the information. And I was good with that. Now you may be a great learner at online, at home, doing it at the leisure of your living room or in your jammies. But that's up to you. You need to decide how you can do that. But I like the idea that I could ask questions, go back with comments, and he could clarify what I was doing. So I went the in-person route. And I know here in Florida, we have it like 2 times a week, or you can go Saturday only. There's all different kinds of ways. You can go to the college and do it. If you want to finish up a degree and get a real estate degree, you can go that route. But it's up to you, but I did choose the in-person route. What helped me in learning was I went online and I Googled online testing questions. And at the time it was about $35. And you get the link for 90 days, I think. And 90 days was perfect. So I could take these tests over and over and over again. So it really would burn into my brain, these questions and these answers, just on how they test. Because they'll ask double negative kind of stuff. And you want to instantly shoot from the hip and answer it, but you need to really read the questions and take your time. Now, if you're not busy enough, you need to decide on a brokerage. There are different types of brokerages out there. You can go from a boutique type of brokerage where it's a local mom and pop or a person broker, and it's a small 1 building operation or 2 building operation. That's fine. Or you can go to a big franchise unit, which is KW, Remax, Coldwell Banker, Better Homes and Gardens, you name it, the big boys are out there. You can do that if you want, if you feel that you need that. Now, in the olden days, I shouldn't say that, in the days prior to me, my mom was in real estate, and she insisted on being with a big brokerage name like Remax because people would only call a Remax agent. And that's not necessarily true now. They calling you as a realtor. You have a good website. They see your presence. They know that you have knowledge about the market. They're calling you. They're not calling Remax. So, that's not as important. And you can also go with a big online company like LPT, EXP, if you want to, where your broker's an avatar on a computer. And that's odd. I mean, I am old school. I kind of like being able to make a phone call to talk to a broker and say, hey, I got a problem. And believe me, you do have situations that come up that you do need some adult supervision on, to be honest. And so you have to call your broker and talk to them. So, whatever works best for your style of real estate, it's fine. And you may find that you pick one, it doesn't work for you. Don't get discouraged. Pick another one. Try another broker. Try another branch. Try another situation. It may work better for you. So that's don't get discouraged with this business. It's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts, and you just got to get this all settled to get started. But know that you can change at any time. It'll cost you new business cards, a new nameplate, and that's about it. So don't worry about those kind of things. But when you're picking a brokerage, you need to ask some specific questions. You need to ask, what are the splits? Now, this is how you get paid. Some brokerages take 18%, some take 2%, some take 5%, some have caps, meaning that once you've paid them $18,000 to $21,000, you don't have a cap anymore, but you do have to pay E&O insurance, which is your errors and omissions, which is your insurance policy for those boo-boos you might make. But you need to find and write down the numbers. Look at what it's really costing you. On some of the brokerages, it's a flat fee, which is like $350, $450. Now the brokerage may not be fancy and they may not offer a fancy dancy website or quote unquote a CRM. You don't need it. You can do your own if that is what you need. So you need to look at what the brokerage is offering you. If you need a fancy desk and a really pretty reception area for your customers coming in, maybe one of the bigger ones works for you. But I tell you what, I have found that I make more money if I'm not in the office and I'm answering my phone. So having an office, we had one for a while, didn't work well for us. We ended up participating in office activities more than doing real estate. And, that's nice for some, but, we want to be busy doing real estate, not taking care of the office, answering the phones, or doing whatever the office might need for us to do for their culture. So, pick the office that's best for you. Go visit them. Go talk to the broker. Find out after hours if you have some customer that's driving you crazy or you've got a contract question. Who do I call? Who do I talk to? What number do I call after hours? Because I can tell you what, I have written more contracts after 8 o'clock at night than I have during the business hours. So plan on an after hours issue coming up. But you know what? As you're going along in real estate, I call it the filing cabinet of knowledge. You have drawers in your filing cabinet, and it's a drawer that says, you know what? When I do a good transaction, I'm going to do that again. That was a great idea. Or I have things like, whew, I'm never doing that again, and put that one in that drawer. Same way with customers. You have customers that you love and you hate for the transaction to be over because you really enjoyed working with them. And you have some customers that you've either had to fire them. Yes, you can fire a customer, or you put them in the drawer of, thank the Lord that transaction's over, and you delete them from your database and move on. Because you know what? This is a people business. It's a contact sport. You got to get out there and be with the people. So, run your business. It is a business. It's you get up, you get ready to go to work. And inevitably someone will call and say, oh, I want to see a house on 123 Main Street. Are you available? And there you are in your jammies and you haven't showered in 3 days. You're not ready to go. So you need to be ready every day for real estate. So today, basically, to recap what we're talking about is getting your license online versus in person, finding your brokerage. Find out where you kind of want to plant your seed to go and do your business. You need to know your brokerage name as you get your license because they'll need to know where to send your license to. So kind of during that time that you're going to school, do this investigating, make phone calls, go visit the office, see what they have to offer you as a person, as a realtor, and don't be bedazzled by all this fancy programs and that kind of stuff. Find what broker works best for you and will nurture you. Find out if they have mentors that you can work with. Having a mentor is fabulous. I had one when I first got started, and oh my gracious, she was fabulous. I would call her with the dumbest questions. A note to her, but she was so sweet and she understood, you need a little help sometimes. So find you a good place that will help you grow, not just keep you busy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure and send us a comment if you have some ideas you want me to talk about. But I've got lots of good stuff coming for you. Like and subscribe if you'd like to keep posted on what we got coming up. And have a great day. Thank you for watching. If you're looking to be a better agent or you're a new agent getting into the business, you might want to look at a couple of these new videos that we have that will help you on that process. I want to thank you for watching. If you liked what we're saying, please like and subscribe. Look forward to talking to you again.